Hi, I'm Janet Kurtz, Editor-in-Chief of In Focus, and I'm here today with Tony Guzzi, the Chief Experience Officer at Andrew Jackson's Hermitage. And we are so excited to be here today. This is an exhibit that is very near and dear to my heart, or a piece of the exhibit that's very near and dear to my heart. And We're going to hear about this in just a minute. So thank you so much for having us here. It is very exciting. We are behind the scenes today. So we are in the vault, right?
In our collections vault.
I love that. That's so exciting. I used to work at Belmead Historic Site, and so it's exciting to see the behind the scenes.
Yes, people love getting behind the scenes to see what we do and what is stored here.
Yes, absolutely. Well, we talked about the exhibit. Tell us a little bit about the Ladies Hermitage Association exhibit.
Yes, so this year, in conjunction with our spring outing, we are doing an exhibit on the Ladies Hermitage Association, looking at the first 35 years of the organization, how it got founded, who the women were that founded it, and then carried it on until 1924 is where we end the exhibit. And we're also looking at who these women were beyond the Ladies Hermitage Association, what they were involved with in Nashville's social scene, and what they achieved in working with the city and with other women to advance many causes such as suffrage, temperance, and educational reform movements for women.
Oh, wow.
And even the support of World War I.
What is fascinating to me is that it was a group of women that really saved Andrew Jackson's Hermitage. So who were these women and how did they do that?
Well, these women were wealthy Nashville women who had a very deep interest in history and preserving our country's history as sort of a model or a guide for what America stood for. And they used that guide not only to inspire Americans, but also to help so many of the immigrants who were coming here to the United States during that time period to understand history. They organized in February of 1889, and they got a charter from the state of Tennessee to operate as a nonprofit organization. And they took that charter and took on members. And those members advocated for the Ladies Hermitage Association to get Jackson's home. We're one of the larger urban green spaces left in Nashville.
Wow, okay. Well, speaking of green spaces, one of your events that you have that really was started by the Ladies Hermitage Association is the spring outing.
Yes.
And so tell us how they were using social events to really further the cause, if you will. You know, of course, we're doing that this day, but this seems like the precursor to that.
Yes, so the spring outing, and they even had a fall outing long ago, weren't originally fundraising events. They were a time for the membership to come out and see how things were going at the site. And they would also, at times, have their annual elections here at the Hermitage. At the same time, though, the ladies are doing fundraising activities. And usually those are balls, or they're having other people have lunches here. Really, within the last 35 years, spring outing has become more and more of a fundraising and social event as opposed to just a social event for the ladies.
Understood. Okay, so it was a friend-raising event,
yes.
And now we've moved to fundraising.
Yes.
Tell us in one sentence why Nashville should come see this exhibit.
Well, this is really a view into Nashville's past, into really the years leading into the turn of the century, and then into the important things that happened in terms of women's lives for suffrage. And if you come to the exhibit, that's what you can learn about. And there's so many great artifacts that will be on display and photographs of what the Hermitage looked like even before it was preserved. So as we were doing work for this exhibit, our research, one of the things that really stood out to us is how sharply all the women dressed and how much fashion was a part of their lives. We looked at many photographs of the Ladies Hermitage Association when they were here on the property or they were at fundraising balls or things of that nature. Using those photographs, we worked with the Fashion Archives and Museum at Shippensburg University to select some clothing that was very similar to what was in the photographs.
Well, Tony, thank you so much for having us out here today. This is such an exciting exhibit. And again, this is just the fashion is just one piece of it. There's so much more that you can enjoy. So be sure to stop by the Hermitage and see this wonderful exhibit.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.